Google is the only one that is so strict with this. But it's important for Google to have the description. Again, you don't know what to write in the description, ChatGPT, or you go to competitors. It doesn't have to be lymphatic drainage massage competitor. It can be a regular salon. You copy the description, you give it ChatGPT and say, rewrite this description for my business and make sure it's optimized for lymphatic drainage massage keyword. In your case, it will be make sure it's optimized for lash extension services.
Brenda, hey, let me tell you the truth. It's not about who you know, but who knows you. Brenda, it's your story. You can rewrite it if you so choose. It's your life. You decide those moves. Brenda, you wanna talk about getting the bag? He built a 7-figure brand from scratch. Brenda, it's the Brand Up Podcast, but you already know. Enough talking, bro. Let's start this show. Brenda.
Phone number. Again, with the CRM, you should buy a separate phone number. You shouldn't use your personal.
I have that already.
Perfect. In your case, I would say, and not that you have to buy like an actual SIM card, because most CRMs that are legit, especially this one that I mentioned, so it's GHL. It's the abbreviation from Go High Level. You can have the pages, like an actual website, like full-blown website. You have pages, templates, blogs, and you can even buy phone numbers. It's like we pay $10 for a phone number, and then it's 2 cents a phone call. Like it's like nothing, but it's recorded. Like all the calls are recorded. You're able to send automated text and whatnot. So make sure on Google you add all the information that they ask you for. He's gonna ask you for your Facebook. Again, it's the business Facebook account. I know in your case, you probably don't even use Facebook, but you should create a Facebook page to integrate it with your Instagram account, because when you post, you just check a box and it automatically posts on Facebook. And I know you don't use Facebook at all personally, but your clients, if your ideal client is, let's say, when I did this exercise for Kuzmina for lashes, I said, all right, let's think who's the ideal person that would spend $200 for the first time on lashes and then $150 for every 2 weeks. Ideally, somebody will stay at least a minimum of 10 months if the service is right. So that puts it in close to like $4,000 a year, probably a little bit more, in just lashes alone. In order for someone to spend that amount of money, they have to make a decent amount of money to be able to afford it, right? So then you think, all right, so how much does someone have to make in order to spend 4 to 5K a year in just lashes alone? Well, they need to make a minimum of 50 to 75K, and they need to care about the way that they look. So it can be, it can be somebody that works in finance, like a woman that works at a bank, real estate agents, like successful real estate agents. And so what we did is we said, all right, let's give this person a name. So this person's name is Jennifer. She lives in Winchester, 15 minutes away. She makes $70,000 a year, and she works possibly in finance, right? She needs to care about the way she looks because she meets a lot of people on a daily basis. In your case, I know you might think, because this was exactly Kuzmina's reply to me. He said, no, but I want to work with Instagram influencers and whatnot. And I'm like, I guarantee you that 50% of them, if not more, they don't have this amount of money at first to spend on lashes. A lot of them expect, because they have a following, they expect free service. So I know it sounds good in theory, but it's not necessarily who you want to serve from a business standpoint, right? Because if you think about it, do people need lashes? Yes or no?
Yeah.
No, they don't, right? If the world ends tomorrow, people can live without lashes.
That's true, because it's not a
exactly. It's a luxury service, so that puts things in perspective a little bit. But once you get them, it's hard to not keep getting them. In your case, it's a little bit different because this lymphatic drainage massage, it's from what you told me, it's kind of necessary after the surgery. So your ideal connection, it's a doctor that does the surgery, because that's the direct referral, and you can even set up. So we have this we call it the referral program. 10% commission to anybody that's sending you a client. In your case, the same way. You have colleagues that want to get lashes, or they know somebody that can get lashes. They get either, if it's a customer, they get a 10% discount, or you literally give them a check for the 10% of the. In your case, you know, if it's $900 for a thing, 10%, it's almost $100.
Yeah.
So it's like a no-brainer, right?
Yes.
If you know a doctor, and I know most doctors are in Miami. I don't know what's going on with doctors in Boston. They
Right.
don't do this.
Not much.
Or is,
It's Miami and DR, and
but what is it? Is it so expensive in Boston compared to Miami?
I think in Miami.
Miami? Is it expensive still? I feel like
Like
more
what-
people would rather go
What?
out like to Dominican.
I think it's cheaper and
But would a person that's not from DR, how would they go to DR
they
to
still
get?
travel. They make connections. Like.
So is
the-
this built into an actual travel package with travel agency?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Because we've been to Turkey in February for teeth,
See,
and they had a pretty. But if you wouldn't know somebody, like you wouldn't really like Turkey, you know, because it's travel.
Yes.
Like DR, we've been a few times. It's a 3-hour flight from Boston. It's fine. Or is it a 3? Yeah, probably 3-4 hours or
Yeah,
whatever.
3 hours and a half.
But you're from DR
I'm from
originally?
Haiti.
Haiti. Okay.
It's the same island.
Yeah, it's cool. They right on the border,
Yes.
right, with DR.
1 island and a half.
So I'm trying to understand if people that are from here and they don't have relatives in DR, would they go to Miami?
No, there's
There's like agencies, like it's somewhat, I don't really know the word for it, but there's like agencies and stuff in DR. So like,
Referrals.
yes,
Yes.
even the doctors,
The
they have
doctors-
houses. How do they call it?
Oh, like Airbnbs and
They have
whatnot?
recovery houses.
yeah, they have like.
Oh,
So those
I
people that
see.
own those recovery houses, those take you to the
And
doctors.
there's people that give you food, they give you your medication. and
Yeah.
everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They'll pick you up from the airport, take you to get to your
The same like the
appointment.
Turkey experience.
Yes.
And we were talking about why I said the best referral for mom would be the doctor that does the surgery. And I said, but what's going on with Boston doctors? Is everybody's going to Miami? Even Elena went to Miami, right?
Yeah.
So why she didn't go to Boston?
It
Too
was
expensive?
It's cheaper Florida, and then they do a
But
better
then
job.
she had to stay there 2 weeks. She couldn't travel.
No, 2
And
weeks.
then she couldn't sit another
No.
6 weeks
Yeah.
on her butt.
Yeah, because you have to use a pillow
And then
and
she
all
had to
that.
buy a special
Yeah, pillow,
bed.
bed too.
Bed.
Yes.
And then a special
Oh,
pillow.
where did she buy the
Because
bed?
You can't like, you can't
Sit,
sleep on
yeah.
your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to sleep.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
she did
The
the butt, right?
The BBL.
Yeah. She did the BBL, but they took the fat from everywhere. She
Everywhere.
was full
Okay.
of surgeries.
Okay. Oh,
From
okay.
here.
From
here.
oh, okay.
It's a similar procedure.
Yeah.
Then the company that sells the beds, it's also a good referral
Yeah.
for you. Like any,
pillow, because she was
pillow,
going
yeah.
to a
Because
restaurant. She was
like in
sitting
there,
on her
I
knees.
will be selling the faja in my salon. I will be selling the faja. I will be selling the pillows, and
Even
the
better.
cream.
oh, you
better.
already you're testing already products
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, because I'm
For the-
trying to get fajas. to
Nice.
see-
What's that? That's the pillow. That's
No,
the,
the faja is the garment that you put on.
oh,
to
the
squeeze.
surrounding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she
Yes.
bought that too.
Yeah,
But that's smart. If you have those,
Yeah.
And the cream too.
the cream
Perfect.
and you brand it with your
that's
brand.
what I'm trying to.
Oh, there are so many things that you can
I mean,
do
it's
now.
it's your model.
Yeah.
It's the product that you
Yeah,
use. You brand
so
it
I
for
can
yourself.
brand it for myself and then sell it in there.
After, because they need to buy it.
They need
no
to
matter
buy
what.
it. Because when you first have the surgery,
Yeah.
you get from a large to
Yeah.
a medium. That's
Yeah.
when you're buying this constantly.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna get too big.
And you have no, but that's actually smart. And how much is somebody spending after that?
Oh my God.
$180, $200.
Yeah.
For
She
one.
paid for the surgery.
Just for the
5,000.
Yeah,
surrounding-
and you have the board.
But then how much is the bed? Like another couple $100, $1,000.
Yeah, they spend a lot in there.
And the pillow, a couple $100 too.
No,
I mean,
the
no,
pillow
probably
probably you
that's
get the pillow on Amazon probably 20,
$20-30.
30.
Yeah, but
But
still,
there's
it
the
adds up.
massage.
And the massage. That's
The service it's
She
with.
spent 5,000 and then another 5 on
Yeah.
top.
Mm-hmm.
Brand up,